Shalom, and welcome to this edition of Revealing the Truth, where we cover the headlines, the heartlines, and biblical truth. I'm your host, the Reverend Rabbi Eric Walker. Revealing the Truth is broadcast live via the internet every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time from our own television studios here in Birmingham, Alabama. Our program is the media branch of Igniting a Nation Incorporated, a 501c3 ministry devoted to reaching the church with the truth of the Bible from a Jewish believer's perspective. We are a commercial-free network supported 100% by your contributions. We are committed to bringing a bold voice to a wide variety of topics presented from a biblical worldview. The live broadcast will be televised via our website at ianbn.com and archived on our YouTube channel. You can follow us at Igniting a Nation on Facebook and Twitter for the latest show updates and daily guests. Send us your comments at info@ignitinganation.com. And now for today's rant. Shalom. Have you ever wondered why God speaks to people through dreams and visions? It's because it is the one time He knows we'll be still long enough to listen. Yet we have filled our lives with so much noise and distraction that it's difficult for us to shut out the world so that we can hear God's voice. Every waking moment seems to be overflowing with a cacophony of sounds, television, radios, CD players, DVD players, iPods, cell phones. All the airways are filled to capacity. I know plenty of people who cannot fall asleep without music or the TV on to fill the quiet. As long as the airways are filled to capacity with the thunderous roar of the Prince of the Airways, there's little room for the sweet voice of the Lord. In 1 Kings 19:11, the Lord said to Elijah, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Is it possible that God no longer wants to shout above the clamor? Is it possible that He no longer wants to shout to the people with a voice like thunder? Is it possible He wants to speak to you in the still, quiet times and in the silence when your mind is clear and you can focus on Him? Could it be that in these end of end times we're living in, that God Himself has chosen to speak to those willing to listen? Could it be that He Himself makes you to lie down beside still waters so He can restore you? What has happened to us that we have become uncomfortable with silence? When did the Lord stop being our shepherd, and when did He stop leading us beside the still waters? When did we stop letting Him restore our souls and take the job into our own hands? Why would we do such a thing if God is telling us in Psalm 46:10, "Be still and know that I am God"? And in Psalm 37:7, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him"? In Exodus 15 and verse 26, He said, "If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in His eyes, if you pay attention to His commands and keep all His decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you." In Ecclesiastes, we're told there is a season for everything. In Ecclesiastes 3:7, a time to be silent and a time to speak. There was a man one time who wanted to become a monk, so he went to the monastery and talked to the head monk. The head monk said, "You must take a vow of silence and can only say 2 words every 3 years. The man agreed, and after the first 3 years, the head monk came to him and said, "You've waited 3 years. What are your 2 words?" The man replied, "Food, cold." 3 more years went by, and the head monk came to him and said, "You've waited 3 years in silence. What are your 2 words?" "Bed hard," the man exclaimed. And 3 more years went by, and the head monk came to him and said, "You've waited now 3 more years. What are your 2 words?" The man looked at him and said, "I quit." Well, the head monk replied, "I'm not surprised. You've done nothing but complain ever since you got here." And here we are richer in blessings than the children of Israel, who had been delivered from the hands of Pharaoh and grumbled and complained in the desert. Our grumbling is different now that we have every distraction to keep our eyes off of God. Our reminders have reminders, and our schedules are so frantic that we have no time to be still or to rest and wait on the Lord. Reports show that 15% of the adult population in the United States suffer with insomnia, and over 50 million people are reported to occasionally take sleep medication of some type. Why is it that so many have to fall asleep to TV or radio and cannot shut out the clamor of the world? We need to listen carefully to what is being said. Is it not in the silence that we can hear the still small voice that is the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh? Is it not in the silence that we can rest? And even those whose prayer life abounds when difficult times fall upon them, they're so consumed with the desire to speak to the Lord, they forget to listen to what he has to say. Yeshua, Jesus himself said in Matthew 11:29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Who can turn down such an offer as this? Rest for our souls. I speak to you. Be still and know that I am God. I spoke to you when you were born. Be still and know that he is God. I spoke to you at your first sight. Be still and know that he is God. I spoke to you at your first word. Be still and know that he is God. I spoke to you at your first thought. Be still and know that he is God. I spoke to you at your first love. Be still and know that he is God. I spoke to you in your first song. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the grass of the meadows. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the trees of the forest. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the valleys and the hills. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the holy mountains. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the rain and through the snow. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the waves of the sea. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the dew of the morning. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the peace of the evening. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the splendor of the sun. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the brilliance of the stars. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the storm and the clouds. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the thunder and lightning. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you through the mysterious rainbow. Be still and know that he is God. I will speak to you when you are alone. Be still and know that he is God. I'll speak to you through the wisdom of the ancients. Be still and know that he is God. I will speak to you at the end of time. Be still and know that he is God. I will speak to you when you have seen my angels. Be still and know that he is God. I will speak to you throughout eternity. Be still and know that he is God. I speak to you. Be still and know that he is God. And that, my friends, is today's rant. The Rabbi's Rant is often harvested from our teaching archives. Visit www.ianbn.com and subscribe to the teaching archives and gain access to over 700 hours of audio and video spanning the last 10 years covering this topic and many more. We'll be right back.